Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Midnight Riders here. Snark and Sass, Lynn Ann, how you doing? How's it going? Not too many people in here. Nope, went from 8 to 11 really fast. Hey, Catman. What's up? I'm in a bit of pain. my right side, I've got a little hitch in my get along. So I've got a heating pad going here. But I'll survive. I always do. Let me get the link going. I haven't seen Howie. I don't know what the hell. See what happens. Oh. And let me pin it. Message pinned, but I don't see it. It's taking a long time to actually get up there. There it goes. Jeez Louise. So how's everybody doing? What's going on? Any exciting news? Or anything? Hey, Jen, wow, be nice. What's up? Yeah, I'm having a rough time with this. With the right side of it's like right at the top of my butt. It's not doing too well. Hello.
Howdy, I can't believe I beat him.
I know.
Can't believe I beat my brother from another mother.
I can't either. That's pretty crazy. You're working on some longer videos, educational. Cool. Educational, like how? Like on what? I don't know. What you talking about?
I ain't no telling.
Yeah. I'm in a lot of pain. So I might not even do a full panel today because my back is really fried. And the heating pad doesn't seem to be doing any good.
I understand there.
Yeah, it sucks. But Warren Smith, hello. How you doing? Just popped in to hit the like. Peace and love to all those who come on panel and chat. Oh, how nice. Definitions of words and concepts that people should know. Oh, cool. And you ought to do what on words that aren't words. Like irregardless. Irregardless is not a word. Hey, Broke Fishin', how you doing? How's it going, everybody? What's been happening? I don't know what the hell is. Where the hell is Howie? I don't understand.
I've been out shopping today.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck. I'm only like 2 minutes early. So I don't get it. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, finally. Oh, finally. What the hell? You're late.
Beat you, brother.
I was in the Kazi.
You were in a car?
No, in the Kazi.
I don't know what that is, Kazi.
The shitter.
Ah. Yes, I do. I have some ibuprofen, but they're only 200 milligrams, but I can take enough to get up to 800.
Well, say when my back plays me up, I take 1,500 mils.
Well, I don't like taking pharmaceuticals in the first place, but
yeah,
I'll take like I have Motrin. But James Winston, hello. My happy little life. Hello.
Hello, my happy little life.
Hello.
Snack and Sass, James Winston, Broken Fish, Warren Smith, Jen Wow,
Stop with the rapper.
Midnight, Catman, Lin Ann, and StreamYard. Yeah.
What I got? Shade button.
Shade.
Uh-huh. If anybody's throwing shade, I push the button.
What the frick is shade?
Shade? Shade, if you're being shady,
Oh.
you're being kind of mean or whatever. 800 is plenty. Yes, it is. Homeschooling is going great. Awesome. I could not do that. I could never homeschool my kids. I don't have the patience. I just don't. And we've got James Winston. Hello.
Hello from my little corner again. From my little corner again.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
Does that button work?
Can you hear it?
No.
It works. It even came with batteries. That's like a RuPaul's Drag Race thing.
All right.
But throwing shade is you're insulting somebody, but nicely. You're not really.
Oh,
you're,
so
you're not. It's not mean. It's just
being a twat.
You're just shady. The Montessori style. I never heard of that. But I've never homeschooled, so I don't know. I know not.
What? Kind of there.
So I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
Now when you said Montessori, you made me think of Cacciatore, but
no, Montessori.
Hey Howie, what does your mug say?
There you go. Sports Direct.
Sports Direct.
Oh. You know how you could have came back, you could have said, my mug can't talk, so it didn't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big mug.
Got these in. I bought 2 of these. Very cool. They're 20 ounce. And they have the lid on top so it doesn't spill and it keeps everything hot or cold. So pretty cool. Pretty neat. They're available on the merch store.
Silver.
What?
As I've had a couple of extra quid, I ordered some up for a giveaway.
What?
As I had a couple of, I'm just going to try and find it for you.
Okay. Application as opposed to repetition. Holistic learning as opposed to specialized learning. Oh, okay.
What?
Exactly sure what holistic means, but there's a video out there. Some girl said she was a holistic vocal coach.
Well, she lost me an application.
Application? You don't know what application means?
I have learning difficulties, so I never really learned anything while I was at school. Like I said, I got A's all the way through my schooling, and the A stands for absent. So yeah,
I didn't graduate high school either.
Yeah, I'll say because I'm not really.
I got F's all through high school.
I'll say I'm
but
not
I still
really
know what application is.
I'm not, smart as in like word smart. that's why, you know, like you said to me, oh,
Have you ever filled out a job application?
no.
You've never had a job?
Yeah, I've had jobs.
Yeah. Didn't you have to fill out an application? You had to fill out your name and your address and where you and past work history and all that. That's an application.
Oh yeah, but it's just like I never wrote one because
No, I didn't say resume. I said application. Resume is what you write to the company. An application is what the company has you write to them.
oh right, oh yeah,
That
well,
You see?
I used to let my mum do a lot of it because I didn't understand a lot of the words they meant on there. So
it's
because
like me.
You got
Yeah,
asked not to come to graduation, broke fishing. Yeah, I keep getting invited to my high school reunion, and I'm like, why should I go to a high school reunion I never graduated from? I don't get it. So I've never been. I've never been to any of my graduation or my reunions.
bollocks.
Never ever.
I never have either.
Nope. I didn't graduate. I got my GED later, but I didn't graduate.
I graduated.
And I went to college after I got my GED.
I graduated. But
Yeah.
how can I? I'm trying to think of how I want to say this. To be honest with you, I think that common sense is better than book sense because
Yeah.
I think that like when you have common sense, you learn how to treat people, you learn how to do what's needed in life. When you have book sense, you know a lot of big words, but a lot of people with book sense that I know become arrogant. So I'd rather deal with common sense people any day of the week.
Well, as the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz says, you know, a lot of people with brains or with no brains do an awful lot of talking.
Yep, that's true too.
That's
There's a
why I
lot
came
of
to
words. There's a
Oh,
lot of
excuse me.
words that I can read but can't spell.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can spell almost anything, just about anything. Even if I can't pronounce it, I can spell it sometimes. It's just one of those things that came natural to me was spelling. But math, now you talk about math. No. I can't. I am
It's
lost.
easy for me.
When it's math, no, I can't. And then when they told me I had to take algebra, I was like, wait, letters? I'm like, I have a hard enough time with numbers, and now you want to throw letters into the mix. Are
Well,
you really trying to confuse me or what?
I stunk at math, but I was good in English. I could
Mhm.
write stories. When I was
Yeah.
in the 5th grade, I could read on the 10th grade level. But like I said, the people I was around, when I noticed the difference, I like the common folk better. You know, it was just
Yeah.
about when you're around the book people, they seem to look down on the common people and think they're better than everybody else. They know more than anybody else. So I take common folk any day of the week.
Yeah.
Tell I'm a commoner.
Could never
Right,
do
Howie?
whole letters and numbers at the same time. No, that just confused the freak out of me.
I
And
never did understand algebra.
I mean, like A plus B equals ab.
Now 2x plus 4 equals say 6. You know, I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't get it. Nope.
What in the world? But I'll write short stories any day of the week.
Hi, Keebler.
Hi, Keebler. Oh, come
Screw
on.
high school reunions. All they are for is to show off.
Yeah.
Well, from the looks of some of the people that I used to go to school with, they got nothing to show off. That and I really don't want to. I really would rather avoid running into any of my bullies in high school.
Oh, wow.
Cause yeah, I got bullied a lot in high school because I was a loner and I didn't want to have friends. I didn't want to be with anybody. I didn't want to you know, I wanted to just do my own thing and leave me the hell alone kind of thing. So I got bullied a lot in school. I even got beat up once.
What? Wow.
Yeah, they set me up. Some girl told me to
Oh.
meet her at this one bathroom, what they call D hall bathroom, and so I met her there, and about 6 of her friends came in and beat the crap out of me.
Wow, man.
Yeah, and I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything about it. I didn't report it. I just took the beating, and then that was it. But
Oh
yeah,
man. Well, I'm
I would
sorry to
hate
hear
to.
that happen. Ew.
Well, I was 15, so um,
Man.
never go on invitation. You learned a lesson on that one. Yeah, no,
You know,
I no, I don't have any good memories from high school. Well, I do, because they kept telling me I had to take science and English and social studies and science, all these different subjects in school, and I basically said, okay, sign me up. They'll never know I'm alive. I'll be a name on a piece of paper, but they'll never see my face because I won't go. And they said, well, what do you want to take? And I said, well, give me drama. Give me drama, 3 periods a day. So they did. And I would go to those classes. But even I dropped out halfway through my junior year, and they went on credits. You had to have a certain amount of credits to graduate. I think it's like 24 or something like that.
yeah.
I had 1.5. So there was no way I was going to graduate anyway. So I just booked it and left. I didn't even check out. Basically, I never went to the office and said I'm leaving. I just left and never went back.
That's
Man.
the same like me that when I quit school, I even left all my books in the locker.
Yeah, well, I didn't use my locker because I never went to class, so I didn't have anything to put in my locker. But I did for the year, my junior year, for the half of the year there and the year before, my sophomore year, I was dealing speed, and they knew it. And every about it once a month or once every 2 months, I'd go down the hallway where my locker is, which I never used, and I would find him in my locker going, running his hand under the shelves and stuff, looking for drugs. And I would just look at him and go, "What are you doing? There's nothing in there." I didn't even know the combination to my own locker because I never used it. So it was kind of pointless for me to be in high school in the first place because I defied authority. I didn't like being told what to do. I still don't.
Now
So,
you know.
Joe Black,
Now,
Mel
you know.
Brooks, hello, Doofy, hello.
Hello, doofies. Well,
Oi,
everybody else.
Doofy.
Hello,
Go on.
everybody else.
Yes, Doofy, I was a dirty sophomore girl. Yes, I was.
Well, I couldn't
That was in
stand
the
little school.
70s, the
The
early 70s. So, yeah.
Now, I couldn't stand middle school. I hated middle school with a
I hated
passion.
school, period. I hated all of it.
I mean, the people just wanted to argue and fight all the time, and I was like one of the smartest people in
So,
there, so I didn't get along with any of them. But
Yeah.
when I got to high school, oh man, I had fun, and I knew some drug dealers.
481 622.
I knew some drug dealers in high school, and it was crazy because it seemed like every 2 weeks the police would come up there with a dog and walk the hall,
Oh my God.
stretching lines. Yeah, but I had fun, and I think part of the reason you might have dropped out of school. I'm not a psychologist, although you can call me Dr. Bombay. I think part of the reason you probably dropped out of school is because you hated it. Because one of the reasons that I wanted to go to school is because I had so much fun. So I look forward to going to high school, and that pushed me to go every day. And it was really cool because, like, you knew if you graduated or not because they gave you an envelope with a letter and some tickets in it. So when I got my envelope, I didn't even look at the letter. All I did was hold the envelope up to the light, and I could see the little tickets inside. Then I opened it.
What were the tickets for?
Because you could only invite like 10 people to your graduation, and
Oh,
because we had it at this building, it was called the mosque, but they changed it to the Richmond Landmark Theater, to become politically correct, and it could hold a whole lot of people. And the school I went to was well known, so a lot of people showed up. So they limited how many people could come,
nice.
but it was
Hey, Jeff
crazy as
Parker, how
hell
you doing?
because the mosque was across from this park. And we were supposed to all, like, when we left the stage, march out into the street and march across to the park and meet everybody. The damn people wouldn't even let us get all the way out the building. They rushed the building.
Oh man.
But it was fun. There was a guy actually selling candy apples on the
Oh, you've
sidewalk. They
got
were selling
Brooks.
stuff. And the guy said something to me. I said, "Hey man, I got on my cap and gown. Why don't you give me a candy apple free?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a candy apple free."
Aw, nice. Nice.
But those were good times. I think that's part of the reason you might have dropped out because
Hi,
you
Andrew.
really hated it. I don't blame you though. I understand. I wouldn't want to go somewhere where I'm not wanted either. So I mean, I understand.
Oh. Now, with me, I had a horse at the time when I was in high school. And so I would ride my horse to school and I would park her in the smoking area. And then I would go to the theater class that I liked. And then I'd just come back out and ride away. I would go to that one class and then I'd come back out and leave. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to be there at all. The only reason I wanted to stay in the drama classes was because I enjoyed those and I loved the teachers. Mr. Crumb, he was very obviously gay, but he never came out to anybody at the school because he would have been fired. And
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Mr. Schaefer, he was more. I was closer to Mr. Crumb than I was Mr. Schaefer, but Mr. Schaefer was awesome, but he was strict. But I loved it. I was in several of the high school plays. I was Grumpy in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I was a Indian and a townsperson in My Fair Lady. And I was co-director of Annie Get Your Gun.
Oh wow.
And loved doing that. Loved it. Especially when we were doing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, we got to get dressed up in our costumes and go to middle school or go to grade schools and invite the kids to come watch, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and we'd all have to be in character during these visits. And that was fun. I loved it. So I could, I was a pissed off teenager, so being grumpy was perfect for me. So I just show up in my costume and just be pissed off. And everybody loved it.
Oh.
Kids think
So,
I was grumpy. Hey, Lucky Chucky, what's up?
so
Kid
that,
Straight, how you doing?
so you were grumpy.
I was extremely grumpy. I was a very pissed off teenager. I didn't like anybody. I didn't want anybody to like me.
Hi,
I
Andrew.
didn't get along with anybody. I didn't want to get along with anybody.
Hi,
I did
LT
not go
man.
with the flow. I did not
Lucky
do what I
Chucky.
was told. LT man, how you doing? You were the
You know
train
what?
combo.
You know what you made. You know who you made me think of
Who?
because you started talking about being grumpy. If
Mhm.
you were into comedy, you could have became a comedian and been like the female version of Sam Kinison, if that's his name.
Except I don't
That would have
scream.
been funny to stand on stage. I
I
went to
can't
school
scream like
today.
Sam Kinison.
Yeah, I went to school today and I got bullied and I said, fuck it. And I left and didn't go back.
No, I would take it. I mean, I would get
Hello,
bullied
team.
and I would just take it, and I wouldn't do anything about it. And it wasn't until after I left high school and into my 20s, like 21, 22, that's when I found my voice.
And Howie just left.
Yeah, what the heck? Um,
There, I have no idea.
Tim Strait played drums in many garage bands in high school, so I guess I was thumpy. That's awesome. That's funny. No, I just didn't want to be in school. Blissful infusions. Hello, darling.
What's going on, people?
Hey.
What's up,
The
Silver?
only LG
What's happening? No, I just want to. I always see you on, and I'm either messing around with the family and stuff, but I just wanted to come on and say hi to you guys, you and Howie. You guys always been cool with me,
Well, yeah.
and I just want to know, did I win?
Today is not a giveaway.
Damn!
You have to come back on Friday.
No,
Hey,
I
James
just
Wiley?
say what?
Saying hi to James Swiley in upstate audits. How you doing?
How you doing?
Upstate.
No, just picked up my wife's birthday / Valentine's gift.
Aw, you're late on Valentine's.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was paperwork and making sure the check cleared and stuff. So I'm cruising it right now. And hope
Awesome. What'd you get her?
a Lexus 300 hybrid or whatever the hell this thing is. But yeah, it's decent. The Lexus truck that I got her before, it was on his last leg. One place wanted to give me 15, but I didn't like the car. It was too much. And another place said, dude, the engine's gone in that car. I go, man, how much you going to give me for it? He goes, I'll give you 500. I was like, take it. I was like, take it. Hey, man, something is something, so he took it. That didn't even cover up the freaking plates or whatever. But, it is what it is. And then I got a little jealous and stuff and ended up buying me a little toy for myself.
What'd you get?
A Benzo.
A what?
A Benzo. I know. From one car to some more. It was cheap. It was a used one, but it was nice. It was Mercedes Benz.
Oh, Mercedes, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, and I got rid of the Audi. The Audi was giving me a little bit too many problems. I think the electrical started messing around. Right by the cup holder, you have your coffee, whatever, and then right there is probably the the brain, I guess. You turn your knob and you do and then everything after that started messing up.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, that's kind of dumb to put electricals right by the cup holder.
it was ridiculous because if you were to slam on your brake, everything, if you ain't got a cap, it'll just tip over, spill.
See, that's why you need to go to my merch store and pick up one of these. It has a lid.
I'm most definitely gonna check it out. That's your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
But
at on my merch store on spring.com.
okay. But yeah, it's decent, and they only wanted to give me like $1,000 for my Audi truck. I was like, get the hell out of
What?
here. Dude,
No.
I was pissed off. I was like, no, dude, if that's the case, you got to take money off of this thing.
Yeah.
So they ended up, they knew I wasn't going to budge. They knew I wasn't a sucker. So they ended up giving me $6,700 for the Audi. It was old, had 200,000 miles on it. But they gave me
Still
67.
an Audi. I don't care if your Audi isn't running; it's still worth more than a regular American car.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying, man.
Yep,
Shit.
yep, exactly.
Even if it's broke
So,
down.
yeah, so I was like, dude, listen, man, no one's gonna buy your brand new cars. You guys are charging, I think it was 10 grand. Wait, what the hell is going on here? 10 grand or something over the sticker price. I'm sorry. I don't know how to work this thing. It's beeping and
Nice day there, though. It looks like blue sky.
oh, it's beautiful out here. Hold on, let me try to.
It's cold though.
Let me see. Yeah, it is. It's not really hot, but the sun is out. That's what I got.
Wow. That's
Oh,
very,
Lexus. Nice.
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
it's I mean, it's not brand spanking brand new, but I needed more than one car, so
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
That's,
Although I would never get a white car because I live on the coast.
well, I know she actually liked that color, and she was looking at something else in that color. I found this thing, and it was a fairly good price.
Hi,
And
Kyle.
pardon me.
Oh,
No, so I just said hello to Kyle.
Kyle. Hello, darling.
It's decent.
Nice. So I'm happy for you that you got a new ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels better, man. Shit. I mean, let me see. 3 times in a row, my daughter got stranded in downtown with the Audi.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was moving some stuff from college. The battery and then locked it completely out. You couldn't even get in there with the key. And
Oh.
450 here, 125 here, 250. I was like, that's it. That's ridiculous.
You're pouring more and more money into it. It's almost pointless. I drive a Ford. I drive a Ford Escape, and it's okay. It works great. I just can't have rats in my engine compartment anymore.
Well, I tell you the truth, if it wasn't that I needed 2 cars, I would have ended up buying either the Tesla or the BMW i8. Those are one of my cars that I really, really like. But the payment on there, and from what I wanted to put down, and it was just too much. I didn't want to make another mortgage payment.
I've heard with those Teslas that a lot of people are using the autopilot on the Tesla and getting in wrecks.
Yeah, I've seen all that because Tesla right now, he's coming out with, that full autonomy, and he's giving everyone that owns a Tesla that's in good driving terms and doesn't speak, because obviously it seems like Tesla's monitoring the way you drive, right? So they're setting out these beta versions of this full autonomy to these special people that own Teslas. And as they're doing it, they're doing their own vlogs. It still doesn't catch the cones in the street. Someone will jump in front of you. Let's say you're going straight. Someone jumps in front of you from the right. The car wants to maneuver towards the left onto oncoming traffic instead of just completely stopping. I mean, I'll tell you one thing: when rainy day, you're at a grocery store or you're at a banquet hall, and you standing right underneath the awning, and you call your car to come get you. That's something great.
Yeah.
But when full autonomy comes, man, I can just imagine just sitting here at home and saying and pushing into the navigation on the car to go pick up my wife at work, and it'll drive straight to her job. That's what full autonomy is. Full autonomy is I can sit in my car and I'll put Silver's address or Howie's address, and it'll take me straight to your house, not just on the expressway, on the residential streets.
Right.
That's what full autonomy is. And when that day comes out, God, man, we can be in there sipping tea, relaxing, talking about tomorrow, facing each other. We won't even need a steering wheel. You know what I mean?
Well, all I can say is, if you're going to send it to me, it better be part submarine.
I know. It better be waterproof, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, when that day,
spider, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, everything's coming out electric right now. Hyundai just came out with a full electric car. It's to me, it looks like a closed-in golf cart.
Oh, really?
It's like, wait a minute. If you're making it beautiful and you're making it big, why is it got to be so God blessed expensive?
Yeah.
And then the cheapest cars that regular people want and try to afford, they're ugly.
Yeah,
they're ugly. It's like, wait a minute. You're like, wait a minute, that thing's $30-something thousand. Hold up, this one's gas and it looks so much better than that thing, But it's the Chevy Volt.
My neighbor that lives 2 doors up, he has electric cars, and what he does for a living is he installs the plugins for electric cars. And so he installs the plugins in businesses and people's homes and
wherever. Well, that's a thing too. I just got a couple stocks in Blink Charging. It's just a company that does those things like Tesla charging stations.
Right.
Oh boy, hold on. All right, could you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tesla
Hold on, I can't hear you. So I hate when someone calls me, then I can't hear nobody. Give me a second. Gotcha.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, no, not yet. No. Oh, well.
Dang.
I think the only problem with technology in these autonomous cars, is they're only as good as the stuff that's computed into them.
Well, yeah, and they're too
Well, I
new.
mean,
for me, they're just too new. They haven't.
Well,
they haven't figured it all
it's like
out.
all these kids right now. If they want to study something, study this type of technology right now, because everything is. I mean, everything's being computerized and everything is being coded. Everything is engineering. These kids need to understand that. This is the way of the future. You got to get into these things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell you something right now, me and Howie and probably the rest of us ain't going to try to start learning all this stuff. I'm barely trying to learn this damn phone and I'm half 100 almost.
I know the feeling. My phone is probably capable of about 90% of things that I have no clue that it's capable of.
And then sometimes I'm like, look at right now, I'm trying to do this web page, right? For this new business I'm doing on the website. I haven't published it yet or anything. And this one site says, oh yeah, get it up and running within 3 days. I believe I'm on 30 days right now. And I'm because it's like every time you're figuring out something, you're like, oh snap, this is what I could do. And then you're going backtracking, fixing everything else.
Fixing everything, yeah. Yeah, Lightning Redneck, hello.
You know what, guys? If you guys are still on, I'm sorry. I keep getting a phone call. I think it's urgent. Let me answer it. If you guys are on, I'll come back and chill with you guys for a little while. And if I don't, it's nice to see everyone. And please be safe.
Yeah, I'll be here for another hour at least. So
you got it. Much love, everybody. Be safe out there. Take care.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take care.
He's awesome.
James.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
James, that's what me and you need to get, a golf cart.
Nah, I don't need no golf court.
A golf cart.
Yeah,
Why?
so we can go shopping.
But see, I got a
Oh,
store right up the street though.
I
hi
know.
there,
See, it won't take you long to get there.
I don't need no gun. I need exercise.
I have
hi,
a
Limey,
scooter
hi,
and I
Limey Redneck.
I have a scooter that is a ride-on scooter, so you sit down on it. It's not a stand-up scooter.
Yeah.
And it has a basket in the back and everything, but it wouldn't hold enough.
You know,
Wouldn't
you
hold
know,
enough
I was,
groceries.
I was sitting there thinking, well, y'all were talking, but I didn't get a chance to say it. Yeah, it's good to learn things when you're younger because I remember back in middle school
Hi, Crystal
when
Clear.
they first started having computer classes and they encouraged kids to learn, and I didn't think too much of it. And now look what done happened. Things are becoming more and more computerized. I'm like, man, if
Crazy
I don't.
Frenchman. Yeah, I'm computer illiterate.
I didn't even know you could take screenshots until
What?
my nephew showed me.
Yeah,
What?
I didn't know how to
Wait
do
a
it
minute
either.
here. Wait a minute, you don't know how to take screenshots.
I do
What?
now
Oh,
because my nephew showed me. I said, "What are you on about screenshot?"
well,
It's easy.
you know what you could have
The,
did? You
the
could have
fire
come
button and the var button at
you,
the same time.
Yeah,
you could have went into your phone and said, "How do I take screenshots?" And you could have found dozens of websites that told you.
yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. The reason why I dropped is because I had to go on to Wish so I could send you a screenshot of what I.
Oh, is that what you sent me?
Yeah, and I hope it'd be a cool prize to
Did
give
you send
away.
it? You send it on Messenger?
Messenger.
Oh, Messenger. You know, I have Messenger and Instagram, and I don't even hardly use it. Isn't that bad?
Are they that big?
I think so.
Crap. Dang. Cool. Ugh. But yeah, everybody, in case you're wondering, my merch store, you can get shirts. You can get these 20-ounce tumbler. What are these called? Tumblers? I
Tumblers.
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tumblr.
And these have the lid on top, and so they won't spill. Very cool.
You know, I'd like to say right now, I really like the way Crystal Clear Audit speaks because he or she makes things so clear.
I believe Crystal Clear Audits is a he.
Well, I like the way that he makes things so clear. It's like when he speaks, I can see a glass straight through it. He makes things so clear and concise.
Yes, I have coffee mugs on my merch store too. Coffee mugs, pint glasses, which are 16-ounce pint glasses, and I think they're. I don't know. I haven't checked, but it's possible that the tote bags are available, but I don't know. .com. Hello. Oh, fighting traffic. Bummer.
Hello.com.
Hi.com. Hello, Joe Black.
Fightingtraffic.com.
.com. Fighting traffic is never fun. Although I can handle it. I can handle traffic. If I'm stuck in a traffic jam, I just turn up the music and sit back and relax. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't make them go any faster. I'm not going to be the one that is honking constantly. I get people behind me honking at me, and I'm like, I can't go forward. I can't go forward. I'll hit this car. Why are you honking?
I like the app. I like the apps you can get on your phone. So if you're sat in traffic and you're getting mad, and it basically gives you like a gun menu where you can press it and just keep pressing the fire button. So it's like shooting people, but it's on your phone if they get annoyed.
Now, you want to talk about traffic jams? We have traffic jams every now and then. There's places like Baltimore and DC that has it worse. And the worst place I've ever lived that had traffic jams was New York City. Now, talk about traffic jams and people who can't drive. Yeah. But you know what I did want to ask?
What?
Howie. Because I thought of New York. And when I thought of New York, I thought of London. Howie, have you ever been to London, England?
Yes, I have.
What have you thought of it? Uh-oh, he sounds like somebody who hated New York. How do you feel about it?
About what? London?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too fast. Everybody is rush, 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 and it's like, what the hell's going on? You can stand there and watch people, and you can literally get totally knackered to watch these people just rushing all the time. I don't get it.
Now, you know, Howie, guess what? That's the same thing that people from the South here say about New York City, but I
Yeah.
like it. But when you were talking, you reminded me of my relative. Why the
Mm.
hell would you go to a place like that? It's too damn fast. The people too mean, too angry. It's too crowded, too much traffic. I hate the subway.
It is
But
so. That's
I
all.
have a cousin that lives in New York and right close to Central Park.
oh wow, where all
And
the high rollers live.
yeah, he's a lawyer.
Oh,
I
it figures.
think he's a corporate lawyer.
It figures. He
I think.
probably lives.
I don't know. But
He probably.
his
Yeah.
initials are LAW, law. And he's a lawyer.
I bet you he lives on the Upper East Side of the Upper West Side, the high roller.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know.
To
I've
the
never been
east
to New York,
side.
so I don't know.
Oh man.
I know not.
Well, that's the high rollers.
Yeah,
That's the
the
high rollers there.
farthest east I've ever been is Arkansas.
Arkansas. I've never been
Fort
to
Smith.
Arkansas.
Just Fort Smith. That's the only place in Arkansas I've ever been is Fort Smith, and that was just because I was visiting somebody in Oklahoma, and Fort Smith, Arkansas, is just right over the border. We went there for lunch.
The farthest west I've been, if you want to call it west, would be Chicago. And I'll tell you some stories about Chicago one day.
Yeah, we've been to Chicago.
I'll say, you know, if I would love to see James go to London just for a day.
I'd love it. I would love it.
And you'll see, it's fucking chaos.
I love it.
And then spend a day in Oxford.
No, I want to go to London. I just want to see one thing in London, and that's it.
What's that?
I would tell you.
Buckingham Palace. That's it.
Oh, Buckingham Palace.
The only thing I'd want to go see in London.
I'll tell you what?
And maybe Abbey Road.
Oh.
Abbey Road Records.
I'll tell you what, a lot of Americans, they think Tower Bridge is London Bridge, but it's not.
No.
And London Bridge is just like a normal,
just a
bridge.
regular bridge.
There's nothing spectacular about it like Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge is something totally different. That was where they isn't that where they it used to be a jail?
Yes, they used to have the jail. I think there was something there like a jail.
Yeah.
So,
they put the Queen jewels in there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think I could be wrong because it's been a while since I read it. I think Scotland Yard used to be somewhere near there, and then they moved it and called it the New Scotland Yard. I think. I could be wrong. I don't get paid for thinking though.
I think New Scotland Yard is. I think that is the new name for it.
Yeah, it used to be because I found out the name and forgot it, but it used to be in one place and they ended up moving it.
Hang on.
What are you doing? What's going on?
Y'all want to laugh at something? What I did today?
What?
Run somebody off.
Who?
Uh-oh.
I don't know that when we went shopping, I stayed in the car and I was watching Johnny 5-0.
Right.
Somebody pulled into a handicapped parking space. The driver got out, seen me, got back in the car and left.
Oh, oh,
Oh, were you watching that Johnny 5-0 about frickin' media?
Yeah.
I was watching that when he premiered it. Holy moly. Apparently that cop got suspended pending,
Yeah.
pending an investigation. So basically a paid vacation. What's that? New Scotland Yard. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, that cop was out of control.
Yeah.
Completely out of control. And
So
even
you say,
his buddies were like, you know, dude, back up, and go to your car, go away. You know, even his buddies were like, no, this isn't good. And it's all
I
being
have no
recorded.
idea.
Yep.
I have no idea who that was.
Yeah, that was,
Got
yeah,
out of the car, got in the car, and drove off.
and then he
Because they
arrested,
say,
frickin'
talking about me.
yeah, they arrested frickin' media. That guy, that cop, arrested frickin' in the cop station because they frickin' an MCC went to the cop station to go file a complaint on him,
Yeah.
and he just flipped out and arrested frickin'. But he was let out within an hour with no charges. So it was
Yeah.
like
False imprisonment.
there's a distinct possibility that cop could face some charges because he was out of control.
And
Oh,
hey,
no,
Anybody saw it, but it was crazy.
Yeah, I found out today that this was about 2 years ago, and then it was still going through the court system. This copper whacked this 17-year-old over the head with a big baton, big wooden baton, split his head open, and he went to court, and then his trial was set for about a couple of weeks down the road, and then they found out that he killed himself.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because he knew he had fucked up. He killed himself. Coward's way out.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know if
Well,
any of you. Wait a minute. What is this?
you know, Howie, I think I would like London, though, because London put me in mind of New York. I think I would like it.
Yeah.
You know, I knew somebody, they went to London, and they knew that I loved, like, geography, so they got a picture. They got the subway map, and they brought it back and gave it to me, and I hung it on my wall. Of course, I was in high school then, though. But London reminded me of New York.
Yeah, they are cool. The maps are cool. The underground maps.
Underground, overground.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
like
Okay, he's got a piece of this. He cut out a piece of it, of the worst part of it, basically. It's Utica Police.
Utica.
Utica, Michigan.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say New York.
No,
Oh,
no, Michigan.
oh, yeah. I just realised the clip you're on about. That guy was fucking out of control.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get going here. Okay. Let's play this. That cop car you just saw, that's that.
Yeah.
That cop's car. This guy.
Right there he is.
This guy.
Right there he is in white.
Good. Thank you for asking. I have a question. I just witnessed an officer, and I want to confirm that he's a part of your department and then file a complaint about him, but I wanted to make sure that you have an officer.
This isn't what I wanted.
Morabito?
This is somebody else. Hang on. Hang on. Golly. It's not the one I wanted.
That was somebody else talking about
it. A whole lot of people have already shared it, but I'm looking for the one that where he did it's.
I think where he really kicked off is when that guy said he was going to have his job, and then he really lost it.
Yeah, he flipped out. Well, here. This is where he flips out.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Let me get it going here. But this is the one where he actually flips out. Hang on. Let me get it going here. No, that's me. Not. Oh, what the hell? Oh. He called it Willy Wonka Munchkin Snaps.
Oh.
Okay, so this is it. This is where he gets out of his car and completely loses it.
Yeah, I'm coming for your job, cocksucker. I am. I'm coming for your job. I'm coming for your job.
And then he hit Frickin's phone.
Wow.
Knocked his phone out of his hands. You see where I mean, you can hear him screaming and yelling at Frickin.
$1,000 phone.
Look at his partners are like, get in the car.
You ain't shit without that badge and gun, punk. You ain't shit without that badge and gun.
Look, and he rolls down his window to do some more.
You little Willy Wonka Munchkin motherfucker.
Oh, now it's all. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And that's just a little, 1 minute thing where he freaked out because Frickin' told him that he was coming after his job.
Yeah.
Which, gee, guess what? Guess who's been suspended?
Yeah.
So Frickin' was right.
See, this is what really fucking pisses me off and boils my piss. They should give them time off without being paid.
Right.
Because they're not at work, they should be getting fucking paid. And that's what really annoys the shit out of me.
Yep. Hey, Design.
Suspended with pay BS.
Well, you know what makes me sad though, when you think about it.
Stuff on your
a lot of people will say that cop was a hero. A lot of people will say that cop was a hero. The scariest part is he might leave that department and then go somewhere else and get hired again, and may end up becoming a lieutenant. That's the scary part about it. Instead of saying you're going to be barred from law enforcement for
forever.
What will probably happen? Yeah. What will probably happen in this case? They'll probably give him some sensitivity training and then put him back on the street. Well, he completed his eight days. Yeah, his 8 days of anger management. He saw the shrink for a couple of weeks. He's good to go.
Yeah, it's all over the internet now. I mean, he fucked up.
Yeah.
And where MCC and frickin' they find these guys. I don't know why they can find. MCC got that one chief fired.
Yeah.
Because the chief looked into the camera and said, "I don't give a shit about your rights."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was like, "What?" Did he? No, he didn't just say that. No. Holy crap! Yeah, it was crazy.
I don't give a shit about your rights.
Guess who that department's media relations officer is? I don't know.
Probably his brother or his sister.
He was the media relations officer? Was it him? Oh, Lord. Design, are you new? I just looked at your channel and you've got some really cool looking stuff on your channel. I'm going to scope it out. But Hobo Goat, what's up? Or I should say Desert Goat. Yeah. Exactly, Design. They continue to demonstrate how free from accountability they are.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
And now that cop, and now that we the people are starting to record every move that they make practically.
Yeah.
They're and now that qualified immunity has come into question, a lot of cops are losing that. They're losing their qualified immunity for doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
And it's about damn time.
They should do what
you're a cop doesn't mean you can break the freaking law.
Yeah, they should be treated like anybody else, where they need their own insurance and not get it from the people.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have their own, kind of like malpractice insurance.
Yeah.
That doctors have to have.
Yeah.
Same thing. Malpractice insurance for cops.
If
they don't have it, then they don't get to be a cop. I think that's, Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell you this. This saddens me because I'm glad that more and more people are waking up, and recording the cops now, standing up for our rights. But what scares me and what I think is kind of sad is you think about all the years that we didn't have this technology, all the times people were mistreated by cops, didn't get recorded, and just stop and think how many people went to jail or maybe sitting in prison right now because of charges that cops made up, dirty cops, I should add. You remember the crash unit? Remember the crash unit in LA? They were supposed to go out and bust drugs and gangs. They ended up being disbanded because it came out that the cops were planting drugs on people.
Yep.
You remember the crash units, community resources against street hooligans?
Back then they had quotas.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, quotas have been got. They don't have quotas anymore, but back then they had quotas, and they would have to. They would, they were required to have so many arrests of this crime, and if they didn't get if they were like coming up to the review and they didn't have enough, holy crap, bunch of innocent people would be going to jail.
Yeah, you remember they were disbanded because they would get on a stand and lie and plant drugs on people.
Yeah.
I mean,
But what I don't get, why is it they're allowed to lie? That's what I don't
We're not allowed to lie to officers, but officers are allowed to lie to us.
Exactly.
That's a Supreme Court decision. It's dumb, but it's a Supreme Court, and it's basically to catch actual criminals. But cops use it on everybody.
Yeah.
On everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be where if you asked if you went up to someone and asked them if they're a cop and they denied being a cop, but they would get in trouble. Not anymore. That was a Supreme Court decision to allow cops to lie to the public.
I like what Broken Fish just said. The cops are not our friends. I'm getting tongue-tied. I love it because cops don't come to help you. They come to hurt you. All they do is come to build cases for the state. And you just look at the questions they ask you. Oh, where were you? Are you sure? Do you have any witnesses? Well, you said you were here, but how could you get from there to here? And they try to get you tongue-tied. And then they say, you said this, you said that. So all cops do is they come to build cases and, make money for the state.
Yeah, and I just love to fish.
I don't want to do away with cops and go with law of the land, because there's too many crazy people out there that would take that to the extreme. And you walk in front of their house and boom, they shoot you because they didn't like you. I don't want to do away with cops. I want cops to follow the law, and I want qualified immunity gone. I don't want that to even exist anymore. I don't want cops to be able to get away with crimes that they arrest us for. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if doing away with cops would, I mean, it would be a free for all. It would be a total free for all.
They need to get rid of the bad cops. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny because you made me think about like intention, good intention, and I think some cops they go into it with I want to make the world a better place or make the area a better place. But over time, that power goes to their head, or over time, they see a lot of money and that goes to
Yeah.
their head. Something happens to make them change. I don't know what it is, though.
But what I like is I've seen some stuff on YouTube where some cops have actually bought homeless brand new trainers, see them playing with kids, chalking on the floor. They'd be laying down with them, playing
Yeah,
with the kids. They're the cops you want.
That's
yeah,
propaganda. That's propaganda. That's bullshit that they try to put out there to make them seem like heroes.
Yeah.
That's all acting and bullshit. I mean, if you see it on TV, it was specifically made for that. It was specifically made for that commercial to show that cops are humans too, and that they have feeling. Nah, bullshit.
now that made me think of the media. That made me think of the media and how the media lies and tells us what they want us to know and make things seem worse than what they are.
Exactly.
I think,
That's why I don't watch TV anymore, because it's just a bunch of
I
bullshit.
don't. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Every
why
time
I
you
don't.
turn,
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say every time you turn around, they're telling you somebody got shot, somebody got killed. If you listen to the media long enough, you'd be scared to leave your house. And
Yeah.
it makes me think about how they're so quick to talk about who got shot, but they never talk about the honor roll student who went out and looked out for the homeless. They don't do enough stories about the homeless,
They don't
homeless
care
folks.
about the homeless. They're
There,
getting their
there you
they get
go.
their $200,000 a year. Why do
There you
they care about
go.
the homeless?
There you go. And that's it. And that I go back. The media is just one big propaganda machine, and they
Yep.
just put
Yeah.
out what they want to put out. And a lot of times they want to put out misinformation and instill fear. Because the thing is, a divided house is a fallen house. And if we're not sticking together, if we the people aren't sticking together, then the government just can come in and do whatever they want. When they see we are forced to be reckoned with, when we're united, then they get scared. So
Yep.
it's that
That's
old
true.
divide and conquer game. That's what it all is, the old divide and conquer game. We need
Yeah.
to become
Absolutely.
united.
We pay these cops to protect us, but they spend 90% of their time collecting money for the state.
Yep.
They're revenue generators.
Collectors.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
not helping.
Yeah.
Yep.
I say because that's why I don't watch TV. I don't read newspapers. I don't listen to the radio because it's all shite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't listen to it.
No, there's no point.
And what makes me laugh is over here. People film police stations and they say, "Oh, the terrorist thing." So if you still believe that, the terrorists have already won.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And you know what, Howie?
Yeah,
I'm glad.
what phrase I am so sick of hearing in this
What?
day and age.
Oh God,
Oh.
In this, or the climate of the country today.
Yeah.
yeah.
What climate is that?
They say the exact same
Global
thing
warming?
over here.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Howie, since you said that, I watched some auditors videos from over there, and it's crazy because the police over there, they'll see you standing outside of the police station film, and they'll come out, oh, well, you have to identify yourself because of the terrorist act that was just passed. And I'm like, what an abuse of
Talking
power.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah, what an abuse of power. What the hell? So,
Yep.
but it's messed up because all they have to do is say they feel threatened, and then they can get all your damn
But
information.
you know what's funny is that they sit there, the cops use 9/11, right?
Yep.
They use 9/11 as an excuse. And
Yeah.
number one, it was 22 years ago.
Yep.
Number two, 9/11 didn't target cops.
Nope.
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 Not at all. I mean, yeah, cops were killed doing their job, but that wasn't the target.
Yeah.
They weren't the target. The American people were the target.
Yeah. Because the cops over here, they keep saying, oh, yeah, we, terrorist threats on police stations and all this. They say, well,
never.
The only time a police station was ever targeted by the terrorist, and that was by the Irish terrorist in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's the only
IRA.
time a police station has ever been hit.
Oh, but people are always attacking police, and people are always attacking the police stations. No, they're not. No, they're not. And people, and the people, the sheeple out there believe that. They believe that hype.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, name one. Name one.
Yeah.
One time. Ask a cop. Name one.
But that's the only time the terrorist has ever hit a police station. Because back then, that's who they were after.
Yep.
And when they say to us, "Oh, we're getting targeted," well, stop fucking with people and killing people. Then you won't get fucking targeted.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm enjoying this conversation. You made me think about it from another angle.
Fun loving couple. Hello.
Hey, it's all about making money too. They instill the fear, so you run out and buy a ton of guns, or
There
they
you go.
instill fear and say that the cops need to be protected, so the cops get to buy all this equipment. The cops look more like damn soldiers nowadays.
Yeah, they're militarized.
And I
they're
remember
absolutely 100% totally militarized. They have better weapons than some militaries.
Exactly. And you made me think about it on a small scale. I remember scanners like police radio. The police, they weren't encrypted, right? And you used to could listen to the police, and all these years they were analog and nothing happened to them. After 9/11, we're concerned about officer safety. So now you see a lot of police departments going encrypted now.
Nothing to do with officer safety. And every time I hear that, every time I hear a cop go, well, it's for officer safety. What about public safety? Isn't that what your whole purpose is? Is for public safety, not officer safety, public safety.
Think about this though. Now, a lot of police departments are going encrypted, right? Think of all the money it costs to buy that radio equipment, all the money it costs to install those trunking systems. So, it's all about instilling fear so they can make money.
Pay for that. They don't.
Exactly. Instilling fear so they can make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I got my property tax bill, I was appalled that twice as much money of my taxes were going to the police than education, than the schools. Twice as much. It was double the amount that was going to schools was going to the police.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell is that?
Oh my goodness.
That makes 0 sense.
Now you know what you made me think about? I'm going to hit a sore spot with you. Because here in Virginia, they spend all this money on building prisons and not enough money on building schools. And my thing is, okay, you building these, $50 million supermax prisons here. Meanwhile, we got schools that are 80 years old and falling apart.
The land of the free, who has more people in prison than all the countries put together.
Yeah. And you remember what they did? They built a prison near you that's virtually empty. Or is it a jail?
We have one here in Oregon.
Yeah.
We have a brand new state-of-the-art jail. Never been used. No one's ever been in it. Never been used. It's still empty.
Now just imagine Imagine if they would have took that money instead and put it into a school or building a shelter for the homeless. You know,
paying
something.
teachers more.
Yeah, and just imagine.
I'll say another thing that makes me
But
laugh.
if you have educated people, well, then that's going to become a problem for the cops. If you're
Oh
educated,
yes.
that's going to be a
Oh
major
yes.
problem. And
Oh
of course,
yes.
you're not taught any kind of constitution or anything like that in school. They're not going to teach you that.
Nope.
They don't want you to know that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I've always wanted to say to a copper, why are you wearing body armor? What is that to protect you from? And if they say knives and bullets, I would love to say to them, yeah, but that's not going to protect your face. And if somebody's got it up here, the knowledge, and make Teflon coated bullets, they will go straight through body armor.
Yep.
Straight through.
Yeah,
Yep.
it has nothing to do with it has everything to do with keeping the people at arm's length and keeping them dumb, keeping them dumb and uneducated. And now with the explosion of auditors and cop watchers,
yeah,
people are starting to go, oh, hey, wait, what? I can do that? I have that right? Holy crap. Yeah, you have that right.
That's right.
Remember what we got? An abandoned courthouse. Now we got an abandoned jailhouse.
Yeah. We have an abandoned one that's brand new, never been used. And it's just sitting there now. And it's the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
That they built the new jailhouse that they use in it.
Yeah, Stevie Mouse says he travels the world. We're not the land of the free, we're the oppressed fools. Yep.
I actually like that comment right there because it's all about what do you call it, perception. And the government wants to give you a little bit to make you think you're free, and at the same time they're taking your rights away slowly but surely. It's like taking one step ahead and getting two steps back,
Well, they're actually they're not taking away anything. They're just dumbing down America so far that regular Americans have no idea what your rights are. If a cop were to come up to just some average Joe on the street and start asking all kinds of questions, that citizen is going to answer every question that cop has because he thinks he has to.
Well, now
he's going to give up his ID. He's going to let him search his car.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something when you finish, because you know what that all goes back to. Although you can shoot me when I tell you, it all goes back to parenting. And the reason I say that is a lot of times people have depended on the school system to teach our kids things. It's up to us to teach our kids things if we want them to really know what's going on in the world and really want to know what their rights are.
I think there should be a class in high school on the Bill of Rights.
Mm-hmm.
I think there should be a class on the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Just call it the Constitution. What class you're going to take? I'm going to take the Constitution. And that way these kids can come out of high school with at least a basic knowledge of their rights.
Yeah.
But they don't do that. They don't teach that. You have to go to college to get that. And you have to take specifically criminal justice or law. You can't, they don't just teach it randomly.
And I'll tell you something else. I would encourage kids to pick up a book, multiple books. Don't just sit there and rely on their phones all the time. Because that's another thing. I think they're using technology to dumb us down. And we become so dependent on the technology that they can come in and rip it away and we'd be lost. I know how to read a map, but I look at people nowadays, let me put this in my GPS system. Take the time to learn to read a map. Take the time to learn how to write in cursive. Take the time to read some books.
Read the Constitution.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'll say,
all you really need are, the Bill of Rights, which are the first 10 amendments. They are the most important amendments of the entire Constitution. And if you can get those down, I mean, there are other important amendments like the 14th Amendment, the 13th Amendment. I mean, they're all important, but the basics is the Bill of Rights, the first 10.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the basics. And understand it. Don't just read it and go, oh, okay. What does that mean? Understand it. You need to research it and understand what it is that it means when they say freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. What does that actually mean? What can you say? What can you do? What kind of, what religion can you, follow or whatever? Or what can you do with freedom of religion?
And I'll tell you,
you need to understand the whole thing and not just, one sentence. Okay, I get it. No, you don't get it. You need to research the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like Silver said it's like Silver said about it's for police safety. It's like she said, it's not. But what makes me cringe is when they say, "I want to go home at night to my family." So do we.
So do we.
So do we.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, when I was in school, they used to teach cursive writing, but then my nephew came home and told me, "Oh, we no longer teach that." And I'm like, "What? Now, how the hell are you going to read the Constitution if you can't even write in cursive and understand what it says?"
What does that mean?
They don't have that in the high schools here.
Yeah.
I could not take. I mean, well, of course, that was back in the 70s when I went to high school, but possibly they didn't have anything like that. They had no civics, no nothing.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was in high school, they had.
And half the history they teach you is bullshit.
Yeah. When I was in school, they had a class called government, but it only lasted for half a semester. And all we did was talk about Congress, how Congress was set up, the three branches of government. We didn't really delve into the Constitution and what it means. I can tell you about the judicial, the executive, and the legislative, but I didn't learn about the Bill of Rights until after I left high school. So there's only certain things they teach you, even in those civics classes.
Cheryl, what does that mean?
Apparently, Keebler made another video on you.
Oh,
go
right.
to her channel and look at her videos.
Oh, right.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
It says, happy little. Ow. God, my back.
What?
Happy Little Life said her daughter took Constitution Fundamentals course in high school. It was AP Social Studies. See, I had social studies, but they didn't teach about the Constitution.
Exactly. And you got to keep in mind, different states teach different
I had
things.
history, but it wasn't American history. It was, it was just basic history.
Because we didn't learn about the Constitution. We mainly learned about how Congress was set up. We learned about how to vote. We didn't talk about the Bill of Rights.
No, we didn't. What are you doing?
Just gonna have a look to see what she was on about.
Oh.
On the keyboard. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting my cameras. I know, I'm a twat.
Republicans burning book? What? Huh? Well, I know that the Republicans, meaning Tipper Gore, wanted to censor a bunch of music, but Dee Snider told her where to shove that. Dee Snider told her where to shove that.
And it all goes back to parenting. We can't let the schools teach our kids. We have to teach our kids. End of story.
Yep. Oh, the Russian bots are back. We've had two in here today already.
Yeah, what a twat.
This guy he told me he asked his son to point to the capital of Virginia. His son pointed to Dallas, Texas. That's what he learned in school. what he learned. The capital of Virginia is Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas is the capital of Virginia. That's what his son learned in school.
That link is to the Constitution. Read or listen. What link? What link? What link? Don't click on any links from those Russian bots, dude. You'll end up either on a porn site or with a virus. I mean, those links, you can't click them, but you can copy and paste them into your browser. Don't do that because they're either porn or a virus. Exactly. The method really is not a successful model for learning or thinking skills. It really isn't.
And that's the key, thinking skill.
Get your camera out of our face. Howie? Camera out of our face.
You can always say you're taking a
I mean, you might as well just go. Education is our key to freedom, yes. If you don't know your rights, you're going to be more than willing to give them up.
Exactly.
If you don't know them.
Exactly.
So you need to educate yourself on the Constitution and our rights.
And I didn't start learning about the Constitution until after I left.
Midnight Rider, God damn it. Midnight Rider doesn't give a damn.
No, the hell I don't.
I know. Oh boy. Oh man. So what's been happening this weekend? Did anybody have anything fun going on this weekend?
No. And I'm sad that the Bengals lost the Super Bowl. I'm going back in my corner. I'm going back in my corner now.
Yeah, I was sad about that too because I was rooting for him.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have a delivery.
Nice.
You have a delivery.
Yeah, my garbage can.
Well, right now,
right now I've got this frame thing that hooks onto my cupboard, and you put a garbage bag, and it's just the bag when you throw your garbage away.
Oh.
But the cat tends to want to rip the shit out of it, so I got an actual garbage can.
It's crazy. It's crazy as hell because I'm sitting there looking at how light it is out on the West Coast, and it's dark as I don't know what here.
Oh, he went to my back door. Okay, hang on. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's dark as I don't know what here, so it's funny seeing how light it is there. Yeah, Howard, what time is it where you are?
Sorry?
What time is it where you are? Right about now.
It's 27 minutes past 10 in the evening.
Ow.
It's 5:27 here.
Cool. The garbage can's here.
Yeah, the one I see was Ooh La La, Silver and Howie.
What are you talking about?
On Keeblers.
Gilbert Bystander? I don't know who that is. Got attacked on Friday during a live stream. The boy had to kick some booty.
Wait. Wait, Stevie Bell, did he just say he gave birth to a ram?
That's what it says.
I know he was hurt down there for a few days.
I'm looking it up. Oh, the Gilbert's bystander. There's an actual
Arizona.
It's an actual person or an actual channel, and he does police accountability.
3:30 in Arizona, man. See, it's 5:28 here. Wow. You know, all these different time zones just throw me off.
Well, I just subbed to him. Never heard of him before, and he's got 6,000 subs.
I'm gonna show my wonderful face. Get that smile ready.
I subbed to that other new guy you was on about, Silver, who's got good content. Looks like.
Who? What are you talking about?
You said that was he a new guy, and you said you looked at his profile, and he said it looks like he's got some good content.
Well, that was like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Ah, Gilbert Bystander.
All
Gilbert
right.
Bystander. Okay.
Howie Hamster. Is that his channel?
That's the one I made for him.
That's the one he made for me.
Oh, okay.
In Street War.
Oh, right, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, no, it's a box, and you're just trying to chew it up, aren't you?
I haven't seen my teddy bear today so far or Friday. I hope that she's all right.
Jane came in Friday, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
She did? What the? I thought it was Tuesday.
No, that was Friday.
She was on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the one that wasn't on Saturday.
I didn't come Saturday either.
Yeah.
That's because I was knocked out asleep.
Right.
I fell asleep.
You don't have to show up on Saturdays.
But I want to.
Oh, well, okay,
but
unless you don't want me.
No, you can.
Silver doesn't want me to come on Saturdays. I'm going back to my corner now.
No, you're more than welcome to show up on Saturdays, just not a requirement.
Sniff, sniff.
Oh, I don't want to upset you anymore, but Jane said you're not her favourite anymore.
Oh, I don't believe
Why
it.
did you say that? She didn't say that.
Yeah, I know she didn't say that. She's used to her teddy bear. Hey, that could be the name of a song. I'm used to my teddy bear.
Hey, MC Tyrant Hunter, how you doing?
Hi, MC Tyrant Hunter.
Big howdy.
Cheryl Musso. Yes, I am on Messenger. Yes.
Yes, he's Howie, I think, on Messenger.
Yeah.
Damn. I just realized.
I was going to say, NC Tyrant Hunter's here, and I watch a lot of his stuff. It's bloody good. And there's a guy in the UK who goes under UK Tyrant Hunter.
I think I've seen him before.
And he's good as well.
Yeah, there's a New York Tyrant Hunter too.
Yeah, I've seen New York Tyrant.
Yeah, he's kind of weird. I mean, he's okay. He's just kind of.
I gotta taste.
He thinks a little more highly of himself than other people do.
All I'm gonna say is he did make me think of Papa John's, and I'll leave it at that.
What?
Papa John's.
New York Tyrant Hunter. He made me think of Papa John's pizza.
James, if you're going to be silly, you can stay in your corner for 10 minutes.
Well, you didn't see. I don't like calling people out. You didn't see the video where he went and called himself ordered into Papa John's.
No.
Oh well, you can go back and watch that. I wasn't being silly.
Jeff is outside eating his chickens and ducks.
Who is?
NC Tyrant Hunter. He's outside.
Oh, right.
There I is again.
Yeah.
And I'm just north of North Carolina.
What is that, Midnight? I don't know what that is or what you're doing.
Oh, well, that's a remote.
Your profile, remember?
It's what?
The profile I made for you on Street War.
Oh, on Street Wars. That's right. Now I remember. Just because there's a box in here doesn't mean you have to be part of it.
Eating it.
Or eating it, yeah. Well, he doesn't eat it. He just tears it up.
Yeah.
I feel so alone. I'm going back to my corner now.
I told you.
I watched Ely too. I've watched Ely.
I just realized I'm on top of North Carolina on a map. I'm in my corner again.
What is your deal, dude?
James, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about.
Get back on your wheel.
Get back in your corner. Get back in your corner.
It was an expensive ass garbage can, let me tell you, and I'm thrilled that I have it. It was expensive.
An expensive garbage can.
Yeah, because it opens automatically.
Well,
I was going to say, it better be made out of rolled gold.
No, it opens. It's got a motion sensor thing on it, and you just pass your hand over the top of it, and it opens.
Hey, that reminds me of those like paper towel dispensers. In some of the restaurants, you just hold your hand up in a piece of paper, towel rolls down.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
This is just a garbage can. It just, the lid opens.
I've also seen urinals like that, but that's another story in itself.
Ew.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Ew.
Well, you just hold your hand up to it and it flushes. You know, you don't have to touch the handle.
We don't have those in women's restrooms.
Yeah, because your anatomy is a little bit different than ours.
You think?
Yeah, although I don't get paid for thinking.
Actually, they're not that much different. They're very similar. Just one is inverted and one is outverted.
Yeah, but you see, I stand, you sit. You could stand, but it might get a little messy. So
they do have.
No.
They do have.
I was going to say that
you can get that a woman can pee just like a man.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna creep back into my corner on that one. I'm creeping back into my corner now.
I think that was a bit too much information for.
Animals.
Yeah, James, I'm going to have to screenshot you, make a profile for you.
I bet you already screenshotted me.
Joe Black and Limey. I think that's right. Shiwi.
How many countries can you name?
Countries?
Countries. Any of you. How many can you name besides the United States?
Let's see. I can name them, a good chunk of them, but I'd have to think about. Well, there's Canada, Mexico, Chile, Guam. What is the other one? Brazil. I always remember Brazil because Sao Paulo.
Like about 20 of them in
Africa. Yeah, Africa. There's Zaire.
South Africa.
Nawabi.
Yeah. Don't forget
Nigeria.
Let's not forget Egypt.
Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's a lot.
Grandma's Kitchen.
Now, continents, that's a different story.
Uganda.
Less continents than there are countries.
For some reason, I suddenly got the need to say Uganda. And Philippines, yeah, but that's not in Africa. But Nairobi, hey, the Philippines, Manila. I got some friends in Manila. Yeah. Well, that's not, if that's the case, let's not forget China. Let's not forget Hong Kong, which is a part of China, but they don't think they are. But
oh, I couldn't. Yeah, Stevie, I couldn't name any more presidents other than here in Canada.
What?
And the Queen. I mean, Queen Elizabeth. So that's 3. Okay, Queen Elizabeth. I don't know who rules France. I don't know who rules Spain. I don't know who rules Russia. Vladimir Putin. I don't know who rules Japan. I know Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, North Korea. Yep.
But I don't know any of the other ones. I don't know who rules Mexico. I don't know a lot of them. I don't know.
Well, now two things you just made me think of. You made me think of Tears for Fears because everybody wants to rule the world. And do they call Vladimir Putin because he's full of hot air, just waiting to come out?
No, his name is actually Putin.
Oh, so you destroy all the good jokes.
And yeah, he is full of hot air, let me tell you.
Well, it's constantly coming out. That's why he's.
And he likes Trump. That should tell you a lot.
Oh my God.
That should tell you a lot about Vladimir. That should tell you exactly how crazy he is.
Yeah, when I was talking to Silver the other night, before I went to bed, she was telling me about was it North Korea soldiers or something?
Mm-hmm.
And that just blew me away. That just blew me away.
There's videos on YouTube where there's several North Korean soldiers that defected from North Korea, and they had this one soldier meet an American soldier, and they were the North Korean soldiers were blown away that Americans don't hate them. The North Korean soldiers were taught from very young that the Americans were shit and that we will kill them and that we hate them and we don't want to have, we want to overthrow their government and the whole bit. And the American soldiers is like going, no, we don't care about you. We care about Afghanistan and Iraq. Nothing to do with North Korea. And it's pretty, like there was a woman North Korean soldier, and she was looking at videos of our soldiers, American soldiers, coming home. And it brought tears to her eyes because she said that doesn't happen in North Korea.
Yeah.
You could be in the army in North Korea. When you turn 18, you're required to go into the army.
Yep.
And when you could be in the army for 10 years and come out and your parents won't even recognize you. They won't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. North Korean soldiers are basically starved. They are treated the worst, and they're treated the worst when they leave the army and come home, and from the general public, they are treated like scum. And they couldn't believe how American soldiers were loved and thanked, and thank you for your service. And they said she was just blown away by that she couldn't understand. And what the hell, we were taught a certain thing all our lives in North Korea, and now all of a sudden I'm looking at this and it totally goes against everything I was taught. That's got to be a shock.
Yeah.
That's the North Koreans aren't even taught to hate any other country, just America. And we don't want to have any, and then they see like what they've watched videos of what our military has, like the weapons and the bombs and everything else and the airplanes and how many, stealth bombers we have and how many, anything that has to do with the military. And then, they see that and they're just like, holy shit, America could kill us and with one strike, because they don't have all that kind of stuff. They don't have, Kim Jong-un says that he has nuclear bombs and all that. No, he doesn't. You know, even the Korean soldiers are like, we don't have anything like that. And it's just crazy.
You know what you made me think of when you first started talking, though? And this is why 1A auditors are needed, and this is why parenting is so important. Because you made me think of a key word there. You made me think of indoctrination. And I keep driving it home. It's up to us to teach our kids, not the system. And that's why 1A auditing is so important, so that we know what our rights are, so we can be informed. You know,
I mean,
we can't let the system indoctrinate us.
Yeah, you raised in Korea, in North Korea, not South Korea, North Korea. Even when these soldiers left North Korea and went to South Korea, they defected from North Korea and went into South Korea. You know, they had been told all of their life that South Korea was just as poor as they are, and that South Korea has nothing, and that they're primitive. And then they go to Seoul, which is the capital city.
Yeah.
And it's all hustle and bustle, and everybody's, you know, up on everything, and it's all super progressive, and they just like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yes.
What the hell? Why were we taught that this place was like a desert, you know, or this place was so poor, and it's not, you know, but that's what North Koreans are taught. They're taught propaganda. That's what, you know, and they said, a couple of soldiers was explaining that right at the border of North and South Korea, right at the demilitarized zone, South Koreans hand out flyers and leave flyers, you know, throw flyers through the fence, and it explains everything about South Korea and the benefits. And that's how a couple of these soldiers that do the videos, that's how a couple of them found out that, holy crap, this is better than what we're doing here. Yeah. So I think I want to leave. And, you know, it takes a long time for them to leave. But when they do, and, you know, the only thing that they miss are their family.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't miss North Korea as a whole. They don't miss Kim Jong-un, and they don't miss any of that. They don't miss the army. The Korean soldiers the North Korean soldiers are treated very, very badly, and practically starved.
I'll tell you, I'm liking this conversation, and I like the last two comments Stevie Mao just put up. Because teach your kids to question and to think, and keep in mind that we're also taught propaganda. Because if I sit there and
Resident Evil, hello.
If I sit there and listen to the media, I would think that, you know, some people in the world are some of the most most evil, most devilish people. And because of Facebook, I got a chance to meet people from all over the world, and they're like, no, we don't think that about Americans. You know, they like, no, we like Americans. We think terrorism is bad. So we got to be careful too, because we're also being taught propaganda, and we also
but North Koreans are taught that we are the terrorists.
Well, we're taught
we are the bad people, and that we, you know, will kill them on sight. You know, if an American sees you, then holy crap, you're dead.
Well, now we're taught that Muslims are evil and hateful and no good, but I've met some Muslims on Facebook who are pretty friendly. So, you know, we got to be careful because we're also being fed by the government.
Resident Evil, that'll happen. Your sub count will go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go down. I mean, there's just YouTube also. YouTube themselves unsub people from channels.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah, they do. If you don't engage with that channel very often, like you've only been there once, YouTube will unsubscribe you.
I just subscribed to Resident Evil.
I didn't know that.
Well, he says.
Jane Favor.
Hey, there's my teddy bear.
Evil AMC. Oh, shit.
Hey,
so I just
life. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate you coming in and showing the love. I really do.
Well,
yeah.
Well, my teddy bear stepped in here now, so I'm showing some love to her. Hello, my teddy bear. Always good to see you. I'm going back in my corner now.
There she is. Yay!
Resident Evil, I just subbed to you, my friend.
I'm already subbed to him.
Yeah.
I checked to make sure. Ow. Oh, my back. I gotta let my dog in. Hang on. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Shit.
You know, I was sitting here just thinking about the conversation that's going on, and I noticed a lot of, I'm going to be blunt, a lot of the same shit that's going on here in the U.S. is also going on all over the world.
Yeah.
Did you ever notice that? We have police brutality here, we have it there. But we also have propaganda being taught here, just like we have propaganda being taught elsewhere.
Yep,
we have greedy politicians here, just like we do everywhere else.
So I don't watch TV anymore.
You ever notice that? The same things we have over here in the U.S., we have overseas too.
Yep.
That's it. Broke fishing. Love our country. Hate our government.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
Totally agree with that.
Yes.
Our country is a beautiful country to live in, but government sucks big time. Although, I mean, we are free in some, better, more freer than a lot of countries are.
Yeah.
But we do have limitations. We have set limitations that we can't go past, and I just don't get it.
No.
I don't get it. I never will. I love the country, don't love the government.
It's scary because it's like,
I know who else you don't love.
Who?
Damn president.
Well, no, I don't love Biden either. I think he's a schmuck. But I don't like. I haven't liked a whole lot of presidents in my life, other than Barack Obama. I loved Barack Obama. Loved him. Thought he was awesome.
Silver, you're a Muslim.
He was the best president we ever had.
Silver, you're setting up. Silver, you're setting up the Muslim Brotherhood now.
No, I'm serious. I loved Obama. He was funny. He was personable. He seemed like a guy you could just talk to. Whereas Trump, he'd be doing all the talking. Well, sort of. He'd be doing all the whatever the hell he does. He doesn't even speak in sentences.
What, flirting?
It's all a bunch of crap. And but Obama was easy. He seemed easy to talk to, and he was funny. He was hilarious. Donald Trump is funny, but in a bad way.
Oh.
Donald Trump is an idiot. And I know that there's Trump supporters out there. I don't care. I've never been a Trump supporter. I'm not a Biden supporter. I voted for Biden, but only because I wanted the orange Oompa Loompa out. But
and see, that's another thing. I think both parties suck. There are some people in both parties that I like. There's a lot of them in both parties that I hate. Mm-hmm. But that just makes me think again back to how they use politics to divide us because they don't want us united. Because if we're united, they can't hold us down. So politics is another way that another tool, I should say, that they use to keep us divided. I think both parties suck. We ought to get together and form a fourth party or something. and call it the Common Sense Party.
I think Biden is a hair sniffing cheese dick.
What?
I said Biden is a hair sniffing cheese dick.
Yeah, I don't like Biden either, but I voted for him only to get Trump out of office. I didn't vote for him for any other reason other than that.
And that's a sad thought.
Yeah,
that's a sad. I mean, you're voting. Sad. It's like the lesser of two evils. I don't like either one, but I think one is worse than the other. So I'm just going to vote for the one that I think is least bad, even though both of them suck like hell.
Yep.
Silver.
Yeah.
Around here, I even lost friends when I told them that I voted for Obama.
I can believe that.
I bet.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I did.
You know what's funny is that my father, was a staunch Republican all his life. He voted Republican. He was a Republican all his life until Obama came along. And my father voted for Obama because I asked him, why did you vote for Obama if you're a Republican? And he said, because I can't take any more of the Bushes. So his reasoning for voting for Obama was the same reasoning that I voted for Biden, because I couldn't stand Donald Trump.
Oh, why do you think I voted for Obama?
I don't know.
Same reason because of James being here.
Because you're not racist.
See, because we've never had a black president.
That's true.
That's why I voted for Obama.
Never had a woman president either, but I was not going to vote for Hillary
Clinton. No.
Way in hell. Now, Bill, I love Bill. Bill is awesome. Anybody that can get head in the Oval Office is okay by me. But I don't like Hillary. And Bill Clinton never did anything, too crazy.
No.
But I know Hillary would have.
I'll tell you a funny story though. I did end up voting for Obama because he was black, but it didn't start off that way.
I didn't vote for him because he was black.
No, I did because he was black.
But I voted for him because I liked what he said. I liked listening to him. He had an amazing and awesome and just a beautiful personality.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
he said all the right things, I guess. But I didn't.
Tell you,
that was him being black wasn't the deciding factor for me.
I'm gonna tell you what happened though. What ended up happening for me was I told you I used to teach Sunday school, and I didn't have experience, but I started off teaching Sunday school, and I became one of the I ain't gonna say, I don't want to brag, one of the best Sunday school teachers out there. Mm-hmm. But it got on my nerves to hear people say that he doesn't have experience, he doesn't need he need to be president. And I said, well, wait a minute, the only way that he can gain the experience is by becoming president. The only way I get good at something is.
But Trump is okay, right? Yeah. Trump has zero experience in any kind of government. Whereas at least Barack Obama had experience being a senator or being in the government. Trump just dove in head first.
Yeah.
Without knowing shit.
Even Trump's mum said, don't ever let him be a leader.
But when my view began to change, when I began to see a lot of racist people, them say he doesn't need to be president, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, our country is going to hell because of him, and he's trying to set the Muslim Brotherhood, and I was like, oh, hell no. I don't care if I've got 103 degrees temperature, I'm making it to the polls and vote.
Yeah, see, Muslims, I don't care about Muslims. I don't care what I don't care what their religion is. I think their religion is kind of ridiculous. I mean, the whole 72 virgins is shit. But I don't have if that's what gets you through the day, and you wanna bonk your head on the floor a couple of times a day, knock yourself out. Don't really knock yourself out, but
oh my goodness.
That's not what I meant. But whatever gets you through the day is fine with me. Just but I've never had a problem with Muslims. It's terrorists that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
Whether the terrorist is a Christian boy from Georgia, or whether he's a Muslim boy from Iraq. It doesn't make any difference of your religion. I care whether you kill people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I care about. I don't care what your religious cause is.
Yeah, but you think you look at how many terrorist attacks have been done by people who are American.
Oh yeah, domestic terrorism is more people. I mean, look at what's his face? The Oklahoma City bombing.
Tim McVeigh. Yep. Timothy
McVeigh. He was a terrorist.
Oh yeah.
But they don't call him that. They just call him the Oklahoma City bomber.
Yep.
He was a terrorist.
Yep.
His reasonings for blowing up the Edward G. Murrow building was political. That makes him a terrorist.
Yeah.
It's not just because he hated everybody in that building. He was a terrorist. He wanted to take out as many as he could, in one shot.
Yeah.
I mean, the Unabomber. Terrorist.
Ted Kaczynski.
Mm-hmm. He was a terrorist.
You notice I can name all the terrorists?
Anyway, people. Anyway, I'm going to end this.
Oh, man. Just when it gets good.
Bad. I got to pee and I want to open my garbage can.
You should start wearing a pamper.
No, I'm not that old yet.
Yeah.
Maybe in 10, 15 years, maybe I'll need to wear them, but I don't need it.
I feel like that sometimes when my prostate talks to me at night. But that's another story in itself. But we're having so much fun.
Wait, your prostate talks to you?
Yeah, when it tells me it's time to go to the bathroom. Two, not one, but two, sometimes three times a night.
When God talks to you, is the same thing?
Well, it could be because it gets me running, that's for sure.
That's true, Stevie. Trump just tapped into the racism that was already here. Yep.
And again, I go back to parenting, because you teach your kids to look at what's on the inside, not the outside, and don't be afraid of people just because they don't look or talk like you.
I've taught my kids to be colorblind and religion blind,
and also sexual orientation blind.
Yeah.
James.
Yes.
I can't forget but I done forgot what year was it when up there in Virginia one of the schools blowed up, or some people came in there shooting.
You talking about Virginia Tech?
Yeah, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, that was a shooting.
Yeah, that was another interesting situation because that guy, he was Asian from Northern Virginia, where it cost an arm and a leg to live, and he wrote in his so-called manifesto that he was poor and oppressed. But he had more money than I did. I think his parents actually owned a business, and it's not cheap to go to Virginia Tech. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to end this. And thank you everybody that came in, and thank you everybody that came up, and thank you Midnight Rider, thank you, James Winston. Just James Winston.
Are you telling me I'm a pain? Are you telling me I'm a pain inside?
No.
Well, Silver does have a pain in her ass, so
I do have a pain in my ass. I do. It's weird because it's not a red hot poker like normal.
yeah.
Like it ain't no telling what she's been doing lately.
It's like it's almost as if it feels like almost as if my hip is out of joint or something.
Now you kind of have an idea of what it feels like to have a prostate.
I'll tell you, hey, James,
Thanks,
did you
everybody.
Silver named her pain in the ass?
Don't forget to stop by on Friday. That will be the giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away another of the black boxes, the car black box, and that Jeremiah Sullivan donated. So if you see Jeremiah, definitely thank him for the prize. That's awesome. And definitely come in on Friday. And I will. And don't forget to. Don't forget.
At least you know my answer.
Don't forget to check out my merch. I have shirts. I have cups. I have coffee cups. I have pint glasses. All that kind of stuff.
And I enjoy myself every time I come here. I enjoy panel. I enjoy chat. And also, I know Silver isn't racist because she's giving away a black box.
That's right. I'm not selling it. I'm giving it away.
But it's not actually a black box. It's yellow.
What?
I said it's not actually a black box. It's yellow, according to the
No, it's actually gold.
Oh, was it?
I think. Yeah. Gold.
Ooh. Rose gold, is it?
No, I'm going to be here Friday now.
That is it.
Nice.
I don't even drive, and I want one.
Very nice.
Right, it's like me.
It's got the car mount and the
charger.
Plugs and no, not a charger. It's a plug. 12-volt plug.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what that is.
Dang, that'll be hard for me to put it here in my car.
So thank you, Joe Black, for posting that. Thank you, everybody, again, and always remember:
be nice to
be
everybody.
nice. Be nice. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.